How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And, some local fare today on today's review. Very local stuff in the form of Here and Now Brewing Company's Liddell Saison. Here and Now, a brewery that is just opening in my area. Honesdale, well, relatively in my area. Honesdale, Pennsylvania. It's about maybe, 40 minutes away from me, but really close to kind of where I grew up, closer to where I grew up. And new places kind of popped up, not even really selling pints of beer yet. They're just kind of doing growler fills at the moment, and, it was a nice day this weekend. It's beautiful outside. I've got rid of the jacket I typically wear because it's actually like 60 degrees today in northeastern Pennsylvania at the middle of February, which is kind of weird. So, went out and about on a nice day and hit them off and picked up this growler of their Saison. I did have it in a sample form. It's the reason why I picked it up, because I thought it was what I enjoyed the most of what they had, but I figured I'd do a quick review and see what's what. As far as what it says on the growler itself, it says here and now. On the back here, it says, Here and Now Brewing Company, we craft beers inspired by our surroundings, whatever ideas float through our heads, local, seasonal, whimsical. For our full experience, visit the brewery and restaurant at 645 Main Street in Honesdale. Like I said, it's not open at the moment. They're constructing, I believe the men behind the growler station told me they were going to be open around April. And perfect world, so keep an eye out for that. Here and Now Brewing.com. So as far as what this beer is what it says on the label. It says here Liddell 6.3%, 6.31 if you want to get technical. It was filled yesterday, which was the 18th of February. And as far as this little back of the tag here, it says, something brought you here today, and we hope something about you, today brings you back. When you come, bring this growler. It's yours to use and reuse often as you'd like. Take care of it, and we take care of yourself. Wash, rinse the growler, warm water, yada, yada, bring it back. That's basically what they're saying. So, let's give this a whirl, see what it's got. Gigantic 64-ounce growler. I realized I actually am wanting for a 64-ounce growler, so I figured I'd pick this up. Now, as far as me pouring this, we'll see what happens, because, it is what it is. I'm actually quite impressed about how I'm pulling this off, not to be overly whatever about myself, but I'm usually pretty bad at pouring gigantic things. Actually, I should backtrack on it. I'm pretty fucking awesome at pouring gigantic things. Anyway, it is Massive Beer Reviews after all. Finger and a half. A nice creamy top to it. Pretty rocky sides. Looks like the head's not going to stick around all that long. And it's got a very subtle kind of carbonation about it. Kind of throw it down here so you can get a better look at it. It looks like a Saison. Slightly cloudy. Yellow in color. And just a head that's sticking around, but doesn't seem like it's going to be all that long for this world. So, see if we can get a nose on her. I'm getting a nice, bright, bready kind of crackery malt with this. A nice sweetness, very subtle, nice sweetness with it, combined with a very gentle, generic kind of funkiness. I'm not going to sit there and throw out words like barnyard or horse blanket or any of that bullshit. I'm just going to say it's got a very subtle yeasty funkiness to it, but no way tart or sour. And it smells bright, refreshing. Smells like what I like my Saisons to sit at. So, she smells pretty damn tasty. If you taste her, your nose. Anyway, she looks the part, she smells the part. Let's see what she tastes like. Cheers. That's just a good fucking beer, is what that is. You don't really see a lot of breweries, kind of, especially fledgling ones, kind of throw out the Saison as a thing they have out there. When they went there, they had 4 beers in tow. They had they had an IPA, as breweries almost have to. They had a Belgian dark, and they had a stout, and then they had the Saison. I chose to go with the Saison because, like I said, I did have it before, and for me, it was the one that really stood out for me. And to me, that's kind of crazy when you put it up against a lot of other beers like that. You're talking about more softer hand is needed, more gentle beer, less robustness to hide things, and kind of exactly what I look for when I want to drink a Saison. There's a nice dry pepperiness to it. There's a biting kind of tartness in the back, but it's nowhere near sour. A little bit of tartness in the back, a nice kind of dry kind of pepperiness in there. A little bit of white pepper, a little bit of coriander kind of going on. And there's a subtle funkiness throughout, like I said. And you get that nice, really vibrant kind of crackery kind of malt thing going on. And it's super drinkable. There's an impact there. It actually has flavor to it. But at the same time, it's gentle enough to where you feel like you could crush a big 64-ounce or 32-ounce growler of this and not have a problem with it. This 6.31 ABV, a little bit higher than what a lot of people would want in a sessionable beer, but as far as Saisons go, it's a little bit more towards the traditional kind of ABV size that has kind of got lost in a lot of, your traditional kind of Saisons that come out and about in today's world, especially in the States. So yeah, all in all, just one of the more better, because that's proper English, one of the better American-born Saisons I've had in quite some while. And to have that from a brewery that's just kind of barely has its doors open is pretty fucking fantastic. And the drinkability, the impact, the whole nine about it is just, not too shabby. It's delicious. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better... I'm going to go American-born based. I don't even know if I call this Belgian or French. It's European style, but it's not necessarily those two. American-born Saisons. Base Saisons I've had as late. Yeah, it's actually that good. Value and availability. Availability, pretty much have to go there to pick it up. Honesdale, kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's probably about, half an hour or so northeast of Scranton, Pennsylvania. About an hour or about 45 minutes or so southwest of Rushing Duck up in Chester, New York. So it's out there, but at the same time, it's accessible, not too far off of Route 84 going from Scranton to Albany. So, pick it up at a brewery if you can. Value. Breweries just starting out, I understand to want to, you have to make money off beer. It was a little bit pricey, let's put it this way. I believe it was $22 for a fill. So a 64-ounce growler, $22 for a 6.3% Saison. That's a bit hefty. That's a little bit pricey. You want that to be no more than $18 as far as market value goes. But again, places trying to open their doors, can't begrudge it. I didn't have a problem paying for it, so let's put it that way. You be the judge. Just say if you like what we like this. If you like Saisons. If you like traditional style Saisons, whether it be Belgian or French, or you want an American twist on it, but it's done really well from a brewery that is kind of trying to do the farm to table thing in an area that is pretty devoid of beer. There's a small brewery in Honesdale. Some people like them, some don't. I haven't reviewed any of their beers. They don't really can anything, and I've never really bought anything back from them. But to see a brewery open up with two, yeast-based beers is pretty freaking awesome. Or at least two yeast-based beers when I actually went there for the first time is pretty awesome. So, if you're looking for stuff like that, kind of fledgling breweries, kind of up-and-coming, that's showing some promise, it's definitely worth checking out. And if you like I said, Saisons, traditionally, and in a more traditional sense, and you want more of that, and you want to kind of pay with your dollar, vote with your dollar, and kind of have places... do more of this kind of stuff, then it's definitely worth picking up because it's just that good. Words. Anyway, here you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. You can catch me there. Massive Beers and all the places. And, I totally forgot. Before I finish, love the logo. I didn't mention it at all. Just something about the logo. Dig it. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice Saison right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.